Greetings. My name is Daniel Alfonso. I am the Vice President of Facilities Management and Public Safety at Nova Southeastern University. I'm introducing myself in case you don't know me. Most of you, I think, I know across our organization, but in case we have some new folks that don't know the short, fat guy who walks around sometimes, that's me. I want to take this moment to say thank you. You know, since the president declared that we would suspend classes in March 12th and then restarted them a week later, roughly, and we've been in this education from home, and a number of folks are working from home, those who can, obviously, and those who can't have to come to work. It's been a tempestuous situation. A lot of craziness. Seems like the world is turned upside down. But our team has performed really well. You guys have done a phenomenal job, and I wanted to say thank you to all of you. I don't get the opportunity to say it as much perhaps as I should with the quarantining and social distancing. I know people feel a little uncomfortable now kind of being in the same room, even talking to you sometimes. So I've tried to avoid my walking around a bit, even though it's something that I do enjoy. But given the situation, I'm not walking around as much. Um, in any case, I've gotten a lot of positive feedback from deans and vice presidents and other folks, and so I wanted to make sure that you got that feedback as well. I was joking earlier today in a meeting where somebody again gave us some positive feedback as to the fantastic work that our teams are doing out there, and I joked that, you know, I have a great team. They do all the work and I take all the glory. But in fact, I don't. I really want to make sure that you all know that we are maintaining the buildings, we're keeping them safe, we're keeping them open, we're making it possible for the professors and the deans and the folks that teach to do their online teaching, and we're making it possible for people to still work and operate the campus. So you've done a good job again, and thank you. You know, the impact of this storm, I'm going to call it, is not yet known, right? It's funny because I hear people say sometimes, oh, we're all in the same boat. And the fact is, we're not. We're all in the same storm. We're all being impacted by the same virus and the way that it's generally shutting down things and preventing us from doing what we used to do in our daily lives. But we're not impacted the same. If you think about how we in facilities have been able to keep coming to work in many cases, even though some of us are working from home, or some of you are working from home and some of you are working here, the fact is that we are still working. There are 16, 17 million Americans who have not had that luxury. So we are in the same storm, but we're not all in the same boat. So I wanted to make that differentiation. And, how this is all going to end up, we don't know yet. I can tell you that some of you have come to me and expressed some concern as to how the university is being impacted and what does that mean in terms of their job security and job safety. And what I can say is that we in the administration are concerned about that, and we are doing all that we can to curtail unnecessary expenses so that we can maintain the workforce as intact as possible. We have frozen all vacant positions. We're not doing hiring except for public safety positions that are absolutely a must, critical positions. Other than that, the university is pretty much shut down all recruitment and hiring. In the physical plant and other areas, we have curtailed spending. And there are some projects that we are moving forward because it just makes financial sense to do them now, especially that there are no students on campus. So we have the opportunity to do some of those projects now, whereas we wouldn't normally have that ability. So some things are moving forward, but everything that we can, we're doing to try to reduce expenses so that we can maintain the operation going as long as possible. How long this is going to go, we're not sure yet. I can tell you that over the very long term, we don't believe it is sustainable So at some point, we're gonna have to go back to reopening and getting back to a more quote-unquote normal situation, although I don't think the world will ever be the same. We already do have a team of senior staff folks at the university who is working on planning for how we get back to a more sensible operation. What are the things that we're going to do? What are the processes that we're going to have to follow? How are we going to control access to the university, et cetera, et cetera? You know, the virus is going to be with us for some time. It's not going away. You know, the flu seasons come every year, and this virus is going to come every year. And even when we do get a vaccine, whether it's 3 months, 6 months, a year from now, there will be people who won't take the vaccine. So some people are going to be susceptible to getting affected and perhaps pass it on to others. It's going to be a matter of life. So we need to figure out how we're going to live with this ailment and how we're going to get back to a normal sense of operations. But having said that, what we're doing now to make sure that the employees that are here are safe is, as you know, first of all, the campus is pretty much a ghost town. Most people that can work from home are working from home. There are practically no students left on campus. We normally have about 10,000 students who visit this campus daily, and right now we only have about 120 students on campus. And that is because some of those students have not had the opportunity to go home because of the shutdown of airline flights and those type of things. So in any case, there's not a whole lot for them to do here. Their classes are online, so our employees, as you are out there working, don't have a lot of interaction with the general public because there are no visitors really on campus, and again, not a lot of interaction with students because for the most part, they're not here. I will say that some of you, again, expressed concern about job safety. We have had ABM cleaning significantly increased cycles in all areas. There are places where we basically cleaned up and closed it up because there's no use to having the space open. And in the spaces that still have people in them, I'm seeing a higher frequency of cleaning and those type of things. So we're trying to make it clean for you. What I do urge everybody to do is try to keep the social distancing as much as possible. Wash your hands often, that's a biggie. And now we have made masks available to all of you who are working here on campus and in the regional campuses so that you'll have the opportunity to wear the mask if you are not able to get into a social distancing situation. Put the mask on, feel more comfortable if you're okay with it. I do recommend it. It does protect others. In the case that somebody is coughing or sneezing, if you have the facial covering on, it will prevent you from spreading that to others. So it will help. In any case, as I mentioned earlier, I wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you. Our teams are here, we're working. Some of us are working from home. I particularly have been coming to the office pretty much every day. If you need to talk to me or want to give me a call, you know where to call. You can talk to me directly at 28835, or you can call Lila at 28827, and she'll schedule you to speak with me. Beth Wellmaker will be scheduling some Zoom meetings with anybody who's got some concerns or wants to know how to properly use safety equipment, etc. Our environmental health team has been working as well. Some of them from home, sometimes here, but we're definitely able to speak to you if you have any concerns or questions. We're here, we're available for you. So thank you very much for the wonderful work that you're all doing out there. Let's keep everybody safe. Let's keep the campus clean and operating properly. And we'll be updating you further as time goes on. Thank you very much.